Now the next topic is in the account receivable accounting, it is the advance payment. So if you remember, we have covered the advance payment for the vendor. Same way, we'll be using the advance payment for the customer. So process is same, only the difference is here we are receiving the advance payment from the customer. In the account payable, we have paid the advance payment to the vendor. In the account payable accounting, advance payment we maintain on the asset side, and in the account receivable accounting, because we are receiving the payment for those goods or services which are yet to be performed, so it's an obligation for us. And if it's an obligation for us, so it will be treated as a liability. So this advance from the customer reconciliation account, that is a special reconciliation account, so we will be maintaining it on the liability side, and sundry debtor account normally we have on the debit side. So we will be linking both of these two GL, special GL and normal reconciliation account GL, the way we do in the account payable accounting for the vendor. And after that, we'll be receiving the advance and we will be adjusting it. So we'll start with the step number one under the advance payment, and it is saying that create the special GL. And for creating the special GL, where we will go FS00. We have already a normal reconciliation account with the number 200 110. So this is the sundry debtor we have on the asset side. Now let's create a reconciliation account on the opposite side, that is a liability account, and we can give the number as 100 110. Let's have here the number as 100 110 in the company code double two double four. Click on the bit template button and give the reference of 200 110, that is a normal reconciliation account in the same company code double two double four. Enter. Change the account group from from asset to liability, and then the account type is going to be same, balance sheet. Here we will change the text also. So this is what advance from customer, advance received from customer account, and other information will remain same. We can save it now. Click on the save option. This is your special reconciliation account, and this needs to be assigned to the normal reconciliation account. And for that we have step number 2. Transaction code is OBXR. Transaction code is OBXR. Let's have the transaction code OBXR. Enter. And if you remember, we have come across in the account payable accounting two SGL indicator. One is F and second is A. F is for the down payment request, whereas A is for the down payment. F doesn't create any accounting entry. It's just a notification we are adding in the system, whereas A is going to give you your accounting entry. So if you don't want to have the F, you don't want to have the down payment request directly, you want to create the down payment, then you can assign the GL under the A only. But let's have here the assignment under both the indicator F and A, and we can confirm here the chart of account ID as 2244. Here our normal reconciliation account number is 200 110, and our special account reconciliation number is 100 110. If we don't know, then we can press F4 key, we can select the relevant GL from the list. Press enter button, save it, and then we can come out of here and do the same thing for the indicator A. So this is the indicator A down payment. Special, here we have the normal GL, special GL, enter, save. After this assignment, what next we need to do? So let's have here the advance payment, and before the advance payment, let's have here the advance request. And this request we can process in the system with the help of, you can just see, for the step number 3 we have the transaction code F-29 and F-37. F-29 transaction code we have for the down payment request, whereas the same request can be converted into the down payment with the help of F-37. So here we have F-29. You can just see the title bar. It is showing you this is what we are doing. This is we are posting the down payment, customer down payment. And if I try to use F dash 37, actually it is other way around. So F dash 37 is for the down payment request and 29 is for the payment. Okay. So first we'll use this F dash 37 because we want to first initiate a request from the customer side that we have received the request. So here we have sent to the customer a down payment request that we can record in the system with this transaction code. Date is today's date. Document type is DZ, company code, period. And here we need to give the customer number. So customer number we can use 100,291 in our company code and then press enter button. How much amount of down payment request we want to process. So here we can give the amount as 50,000, 50,000 due on 27 May 2022, 2023, and then the text is DP request, down payment request. And now press enter button, overview the entry. You can just see we don't have here the bank or the cash GL entry. Okay, so here we can just save it. Now I just want to show you something. So whatever the down payment request you will maintain in the system, how you will be able to see them for your customer. So for this, what you do, you go to the FBL 5N. Through the FBL 5N, we can check the line item for the customer. So let's have the customer number as 100,291 and we can click on the execute button. Click on the all line item and then execute. Here we can just see we don't have that 50,000 entry. Okay, why it is not coming? Because it is a special entry, and for this special entry what we need to do, just go down. You can just see here we have been given the option as noted item. Okay, so whatever the down payment request you have, so that will be maintained as a noted item. So select this noted item, click on the execute button. Now you can just see it is showing you this as a 50,000 noted item. Okay, and also we can have here the special GL indicator, special GL indicator. Scroll down. Actually, presently this field is not coming, so we can have this special GL indicator, this one, and let's add it. So you can just see special GL indicator is coming as F. So I'm going to save this layout. Now, when you are going to convert this request into the down payment, so this indicator will automatically change from F to A. Okay, and this line item will be removed, and in place of this, we'll have the another line item with the indicator A. So, because this is a request, that is the reason it is showing you the indicator as F. So, what next we need to do? So, if you want to convert this request into the down payment, for this you need to run transaction code F-29. Let's have the transaction code F-29. Here it is showing you the title bar as post the down payment for your customer. Date is today's date. DZ is your document type for the customer payment, and how much payment we are receiving from the customer we can deposit into. We can here we need to give the customer number as 100,291 and special GL indicator. So because it is advance payment, so we'll be using this special GL indicator as A, advance payment A. Then bank GL or cash GL amount is how much? 50,000. And then here we can have the text as down payment from customer or advance from customer. Now you can just see there is a request button. So whatever the request you have stored in the system for your customer, for this customer it will show you, and against that request you can convert your down payment. So you can, or you can create your down payment. So you click on this request button, it will show you our down payment request ID, which is 28007. So select this one and then click on this button, create down payment request. Sorry, create a down payment. So system has created this line item. Now in this we can see the bank GL. So it is creating your accounting entry. Click on the save option and you can just see the document number system has given us 28008. Now you go back and refresh this line item. What you will find? You will find this A indicator will be converted into the, sorry, this F indicator, that is for the down payment request, will be converted as A. Refresh. Here we can just come out of here. This is the cleared item. Okay, just check only the open item. Click on the execute button. You can just see in that open item, although we have selected the noted item, it is not showing you. Why? Because that F indicator got deleted, so your request got deleted. Now we have the actual advance. Okay, so for the actual advance, this indicator, special GL transaction indicator, this we need to select and then we need to click on the execute button. So you can just see this 50,000 is coming. If you want to see the special GL indicator, so we can have here the special GL indicator. You can just see it is coming as A. A means advance. Now if you select this line item, go to the display option and you can just see on your left side you have your sub GL, that is your customer. On your right side you have your reconciliation account, that is your special reconciliation account. So in this special reconciliation account, how much amount we have deposited? 50,000. If you just go and check it, the balance, it will show you 50,000 on which side? Credit side, liability. Go to the execute button. You can just see we have the 50,000 on the liability side. Now when you want to adjust this 50,000 against any of your sales invoice, so for that you need to convert that much amount on the debit side and then you will be able to knock off. So for example, we have a invoice of 50,000 that I want to get knock off with this advance payment. So for that, what I need to do, I just create a invoice of same amount. F-22 is the transaction code. This is to create your customer invoice. Date is today's date. And then we have the customer number. Debit to the customer. Now because we have created a down payment against this customer, so I am creating an invoice. Okay, so every time I will get this kind of notification, this down payment we have for this customer as 50,000 until unless we settle this 50,000 amount. So let's have here the invoice amount as 50,000 and then we can go down. Here the text is normal invoice, sales invoice. Sales invoice 50, we have the posting key for the revenue GL which is 300,000 and amount is asterisk, text is plus, and then we can overview this entry, save it. So now we can just see in the customer line item, we can just see two line item. Okay, so in the FBL file, when that is your customer line item, if we just check special and normal both, so you will have 50,000 debit, 50,000 credit, and here you will have the amount as 0, but you will not be able to clear it. Why? Because both of these two amounts we have in two different GL. If I just show you, it is coming under 200 110 GL, and the second line item we have this 50,000 under the 100 110 GL. So what I need to do in order to do the clearing, I need to convert or I need to transfer this 50,000 to the normal reconciliation account which is 200 110, and then I will be able to do the clearing, because in order to do the clearing we need to have both the amount under the same GL, and that is the reason we assign the special GL to the normal GL. So how we can do the amount transfer? If you want to transfer your amount from the special GL to normal GL, so for this, here we have been given the step and transaction code. It is saying that you can transfer the advance amount with the help of transaction code F-39. So let's have here the transaction code F-39. It is saying that clear the customer down payment. Date is today's date. Document type it is showing us DA, and for which customer you want to do it. It is for 100,291. and if any reference invoice system is just showing you, just remove it and then click on this process down payment button. How much down payment you want to transfer from special to normal GL? Here you can put that amount. So it is not mandatory that always you need to select the full amount, whatever we have here, the available amount. It can be less than that. So I want to put the entire amount, 50,000, and then save it. Click on the save option. So here we have the document number 29101, and we can display this document. You can just see customer account debit, but the amount got transferred from special to normal GL. After this, if you check the balance for your special GL, it will show you blank, nothing, zero amount we have. So here we can, our special GL number is 100 110. If you just click on the execute button, you can just see we have the balance as blank. Why? Because that 50,000 advance payment we have adjusted, and that is the reason we have this amount as 50,000 on debit side, and balance is showing you zero. Now here we have two line item. You can just refresh this screen and we can still see them as a open item. Okay, but if you just double click on this time, so both are having under the same GL 200 110, 200 110. So go to the next line item 200 110. Now in order to do the clearing, we can go to the next transaction code, which is F-32. Transaction code is F-32. So let's have here the transaction code F-32, and we need to have here the customer number. Then click on the process open item, and here because the not assigned amount is zero, we can just simply click on the save option. So clearing document number system has given you it is 10027. Now if you want to display it, you go to the customer line item, you refresh this customer line item, so you will not have anything open. Now all got cleared. If you just see the cleared line item on with today's date, 27th of May 2023, it will show you that 50,000 entries. Okay. So you can just see 50,000 we received as a advance, then we transfer. Then here you can just see we have this DR is your sales advance of 50,000. Then we have the advance, and this is the payment which we just transferred from special GL to normal GL. So this is how we can process the advance payment for our customer. Then after this, we have the next topic as dunning. So dunning means what? Dunning means sending the reminder, and done means reminder. So when we are sending this reminder to the customer for which kind of invoices? For their overdue invoices, not for their normal invoices, but for which we have not received the payment so far. So as per the terms of payment, the payment was to be received within 5 days, within 10 days, but those 10 days are over. After that, we need to remind them that their payment are overdue and they need to pay us. So for that, we have been given by the SAP a standard activity, a standard solution called dunning. So we can use them, and this dunning can also be used in the another module called FSCM. FSCM is nothing but the financial supply chain management. In that we have one of the one of the module called credit management. So credit management means we need to give the credit to our customer, but how we are going to give the, how we can fix the amount of that credit limit. So based on their payment behavior, we can also, there are so many parameters, and in one of the parameters we can also set this dunning as a parameter. So the more reminders we are sending to them for their overdue payment, the lesser is going to be the limit of the lesser is going to be their credit limit, and this will be done by system automatically. So in that we can take this dunning as a one of the parameter to decide or to review their credit limit. So here it is saying that how we run this activity. In order to run this activity, we need to create a dunning procedure, and under this procedure we can have a dunning level. we can maintain the dunning form which we are going to send it to the customer for their overdue payment. Then we can also sometime claim the dunning charges because it is the extra effort we are putting into, and this is the extra cost we are incurring. So that extra cost we can recover from the customer as a dunning charges, and we can also on the invoice amount we can put the limit that if any invoice amount is, let's say, 10 more than $10 or more than $100, so those line item will be considered by the system for this running activity. Less than that, system will not consider. So these are the features we can have for the or we need to maintain while creating the running procedure. And the same running procedure we need to assign in the customer master data. If you remember the way we maintain the terms of payment, we maintain the payment method. Okay, so same way for your customer. So if you want to assign the dunning procedure, so in the customer master data, at which level we assign it. So this dunning activity we do it at a company code level. Okay. So this dunning procedure we can assign for our customer at a company code level. And once we have assigned it, so after that we can run this dunning activity. And what are the steps to run this dunning activity? So these are the three steps through which we can, with this, we can run the dunning activity. So first is the maintain parameter. Actually, these steps are pretty much same to what you have covered in the automatic run program. So here it is saying that first of all, we need to maintain the parameter. We'll give the input in the system for which set of company code or set of customers we want to run this dunning activity. Then after that, system is going to create a notice, or system is going to show you a list of customers for which we are going to send the notices, so you can make the changes if required. For example, for some customers you don't want to send the notices, so you can remove them from the list. And once this list is approved, then we can go for the printing of dunning notice. Printing means here system will generate the dunning notice, and regarding this, a notification will be updated in the custom master data, that is the dunning level 1 or 2 or 3. So more is the going to be the dunning level, the lesser next time is going to be the credit limit of the customer. In this we can just see how this dunning procedure can be created. For that we can use transaction code FBMP. So let's run this transaction code FBMP. Here we can have up to what level we can maintain the dunning level. So we can maintain the dunning level up to the 9 levels. And if you just click on the new procedure, these are the already we have in the system. These are the dunning procedure. Now if you want to create the new procedure, so the ID you need to maintain for this, it is up to the 4 character. We can maintain the length of this dunning procedure. So let's have here the ID is same as my company code ID 2244, and this is what, this is the 4 level dunning procedure we are creating, but maximum we can have it till the 9 levels procedure for 2244. Then after that, here it is saying that you want to maintain the interval. So after how many gaps? After every 5 days you want to run this dunning activity, or 4 days, 2 days, or daily you want to run it. So here we can put the gap. Let's say after 5 days we'll be running it. How many dunning levels we'll have? 4. Then after that, here we have the grace period. Grace means some extra days you want to give it to the customer for their overdue invoices. So here you can mention 1, 2, 3, whatever. So let it be 0. Then after that, if you want to get interest on that overdue payment, for that you can use here the interest indicator as standard 01. Then after that, you need to select this checkbox standard. System should consider the standard transaction, standard line item, not the special line item. Then after that, you need to give the reference of your this dunning procedure, which is 2244, and then you need to click on this dunning text button. Click on the dunning text button. It will give you a warning message. Just ignore this warning message and then press enter button. So this dunning you want to have it for which company code ID, it is 2244. And this dunning activity you can have it for both of these account type, vendor and customer, but mostly we use it for the customer only. But SAP has given you the option that you can use it for both the account type, customer and vendor. And here we can use the customer, keep the radio button on the customer, enter, and then click on the new entry button. Once again, confirm the company code ID 2244. And for this company code ID, you want a separate notice to be sent to the customer for each level. For that, we need to select this checkbox, separate notice per dunning level. Then dunning will be happen by dunning area. Dunning area means you can specify the dunning area as European customer or European dunning area, then US dunning area, then you have a particular team for Asia, so that is a dunning area we have for the Asia or for Asian customer. So that is how the dunning can be performed. So we can just save it, go back, then again press enter button to save. So this is the procedure we have created, and here we did the step number. This is the dunning text we entered. Okay. Now what next we need to do? So once again you click on the dunning text button, and here we can click on the enter button once again. This time you can just see system just showing us to give the levels. So let's have here how many levels we want to have the dunning. So we want to have the dunning up to the 4 level. So for each level, which kind of text you want to link. So here you can link the text. So press F4 key and then go to the dunning form. And then you have the option to like select the language in which you want to have this form printed. So let it be the form ID. This is the form ID we have. Okay. Then in the system we can assign this form. In the system we have been given the form ID as 0203. Okay. So this 03 we can use, then enter and then save. So what I want for the first level the dunning form ID 01 should be sent, then for the second 02 should be sent, and for the third and fourth the form with the ID 03 should be sent to the customer. Then after this we can give a minimum amount limit. Click on the minimum amount button. In which currency? In the currency USD we can give this limit, and this limit can be given once again at a dunning level. So for level 1 what is the amount limit, for 2, for 3? Okay, so for each level we can decide a minimum amount limit. It can also be percentage of your invoice amount. So here let it be the fixed amount, and fixed amount is minimum $100 across all the level. And then we can go to the dunning charges if you want to recover any dunning charges, and again this is to be maintained at level. For each level you can maintain a dunning charges. So once again this we can maintain according to percentage of your invoice, or we can have it fixed. So let's have here $10 for first level, then for the second, third 20, 30, and for the fourth level it is the $40, or let's say $4, $3, then $2 and $1. Enter, save. Click on this dunning level. So we are using the 4 level, and then we can save it. Now this is the dunning procedure which we have created. Now the same procedure we need to assign in the customer master data, because even if your customer will have the overdue invoices, so he will not be sent the notice if this relevant dunning procedure has not been assigned to the customer master data. So in order to send the notices for the overdue invoices, we need to assign this procedure in the customer master data, and for that we can go to the transaction code XD02. Here also in the practice sheet it is asking you to do the same thing. You can just see after creating the dunning procedure it is saying that you need to assign it with the help of transaction code XD02, where we can assign at a company code level under the correspondence tab. So this is the customer we have, and then company code, press enter button and go to the correspondence tab. This is a correspondence tab. Click on this, and here we have the dunning section. In this we have the dunning procedure. So we can assign the dunning procedure ID 2244, and then we can save it. Click on the save option. Now we need to have a old invoice for this customer, and in order to create a old invoice we can go to the F-22. We need to give it the previous date. Okay, so let's have the date as it is 17th of May As per the terms of payment, this customer is supposed to do the payment to us within I would say same day. He is supposed to make the payment to us, but the invoice which we created on 17th of May, for this invoice we have not received the payment, so 10 days are over. Okay. So here we need to have that customer number and amount is how much? Let's say the amount is 27,000. You can just see the terms of payment 001. So same day payment we need to receive from the customer, but customer has delayed the payment. So this is what sales invoice creation. 50 is your revenue account. GL number is 300,000. Amount is 27,000 or asterisk. Text is enter. Overview. Text is plus, sorry. Then here we have the line item. Let's save it. And this line item we can see in the FBL5N screen. Click on the execute button for the open item. So this is the open item we have, and for this the payment is yet to be received from the customer. So for such kind of line item and for such kind of customer, so we can run the dunning activity, and if these are the overdue line item and we need to send them the reminder for the collection of payment, so we can run this dunning activity. And to carry out this dunning activity, we need to go to the transaction code F150. Transaction code is F150. So let's run this transaction code F150 and then enter. This will look like your automatic payment program screen. So here we need to give the run date and ID. So run date is the date on which you are executing this dunning activity, and ID, if on a single day you are running this dunning activity multiple times, then each time you need to give a unique ID. So here let's have the data as today's date, 27th of May, and I'm giving the ID as 2244, my company code ID. Now press enter button. You can just see the step. It is saying that the first step is maintain parameter. So because we have not maintained the parameter, it is showing you the status as no parameter maintained. How to maintain the parameter? Click on the parameter tab and give the date as today's date, turning date as today's date. Then same is going to be my date for the document posted up to which date, and company code ID 2244. For which customer you want to have it. If it is for all, then you can have it all. If we have some selected customer, then for that you can select this multiple selection button and you can copy paste those records here, those customer IDs you can paste, and then we can save it. Click on the save option and then you go back to the status button. Here it is showing you the parameter for maintain. Now we need to click on the schedule button. That is the second step, and schedule the dunning notices. Printer ID is by default LP01. LP01 means local printer, and then click on the continue button. And after that, here this is the start immediately button. We need to select the checkbox, then click on the schedule button. It is saying that the schedule has been successful, like this job has been scheduled successfully. So you need to keep pressing the enter button until unless the system shows you the message that running selection has been completed. So here it is saying that it is still running. So now you can just see it is showing you the message that running selection has been completed. Now you need to click on the change option if you want to change the dunning notices, but if you want to print them, you can click on the dunning print out, and once again confirm the output device is LP01 and then continue. Again click on the print button and make sure that start immediately checkbox is selected, and here it is saying that the printing is running. So keep pressing the enter button until unless system gives you a message that the selection this printing is completed. So here it is saying that the printing is completed. Now you go to the dunning history, and in this account type we use for the customer, it is D. Company code we use for company code we are using 2244, and then click on the execute button. So here it is showing you the line item for your customer, and customer number is 100,291. If you just go on the right side, it is giving the dunning level as 1 and amount you can just see 27,000. So you keep the cursor on the line item and then you click on this dunning notice button, click on the display dunning notice button and click on the print preview button. So system has identified this invoice which is overdue by how many days? 10 days are over, but still we have not received it. So we need to send him a reminder for the collection of payment. So here we can have the output device as LP01. Continue. So you can just see this is the first dunning letter which we have issued to this customer, and here we can also see the dunning charges system has taken $1, and the invoice date was 17 and the payment was due on 17. So because the 10 days are over, so here we have generated this notice and we need to send it to the customer, and the dunning level has been given as 1. So this information of a dunning level system would have updated, and dunning date. So these two information system would have updated in the customer master data also. In order to see this, we need to go to the customer master data, go to this customer master data, XD03, and customer number is 100,291 in our company code 2244. Enter. Now you can just see this is the information which system has updated automatically post your dunning activity. One is the dunning level, second is the last dunning date. Now, if you remember, in the dunning procedure, we have maintained the dunning interval as 5 days. Okay, so after the 5 days, if we are doing this activity again, and this customer has not made the payment till by that time, then again this notice or this invoice will be selected, and the dunning level will be increased from one to two. Okay, and after 5 days again, if this customer has not paid, then the dunning level will be changed from 2 to 3. And with that also the date will be changed. Okay. So I'll just show you for the next time. So how this will get changed from 1 to 2. So for this we are assuming that this customer has not made the payment even for the next 5 days. Okay. Because we have interval of 5 days. So I'm running after the 5 days the same activity with F dash with F150 transaction code. So the next 5 days we can take it as, let's say it is first of, or it is 27, 8, 9, 10, 30, 30. So let's have here the data as 2nd of June. 2nd of June we are running this dunning activity and we are assuming that this customer has not made the payment by 2nd of June. Okay, so what will happen? So once again we need to run this activity. Go to the parameter, because here if you just see the status it will show you no parameter maintained. So this time dunning date is going to be by 26. We need to have the data as 26, 2nd of June. 2nd of June. Enter. Enter. So go to the parameter once again, give the information 2244 customer 1 to all, and then save. Create the dunning notice, click on the schedule button, output device LP01, continue. Start immediately button, schedule, and then go to the printing. So this selection is completed, go for printing, continue, print, and keep pressing the enter button. It is completed. Now go to the history for the same customer, company code ID 2244, execute. Now you can just see instead of one line item you have two line item. Why? Because this is for the first level, okay, and this is for the second level. Why system has given you the second level? Because this has crossed 5 more days. Okay, so after that, if you just see this dunning notice, click on the display button, keep the cursor on this line item 26th of, it is the 2nd of June, click on the dunning notice, click on the print preview, and output was LP01, and then continue. So you can just see this is a second notice and the text will be different from the first letter. And here it is saying that we have already sent you the reminder, unable to find any payment. So this is the overdue payment, just pay them. and you can just see the dunning charges we have for the second level too. So this payment got overdue by how many days? 16 days, and level has been given as 2 to this customer. So again, as I just shared with you, because if we have maintained dunning level as one of the parameter to decide the credit limit of the customer, so next time the credit limit of this customer automatically reduced by the system. So here, if you want to see the customer master data, go to the XD03 and check the dunning information in the customer master data. So level 2 has been given. Why? Because the last notice we have sent on it is the 2nd of June. Okay. So this is how we can use the dunning activity for our customer, and with this is the last topic we have for the in this account receivable accounting.